Come on, relax and just enjoy the show. We got you here on Straight Talk. Don't be lying, yes, you already know. We got you here on Straight Talk, yeah. We got you grooving. Let us know how you doing. We keep it live right here on Straight Talk with Riccardo Montgomery.
Welcome to the Straight Talk with your boy Riccardo Montgomery, aka the voice of the gospel community. Hanging out with you on this day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Got a great show live for you today. We're here at the home studio because we're at the concert right now. So we're going to be doing the show right here. So we did a pre-tape show because we're going to be live at the concert. And as you know, social media and music and stuff like that. So I can't really go live just yet. But we're working on those things. We're really working on those things. But I got a great show live for you today. We have Apostle Nelson Williams on the show today. Nelson Williams is going to be on the show today. Now, you may not know the name just by saying that, but this guy is very, very powerful in the gospel community. He has his own network of churches, and he's living in South Korea right now to develop more ministries over there and over here in the United States. So he's a very powerful man. But now here's the thing now, and here's where you may get to know him from. If you remember the album from John P. Key, Lily in the Valley, he's one of the musicians that was in that album. He played with John P. Key, also with Shirley Caesar. So the old school gospel music folks, this is a guy that you really, really want to know. Hear his story and hear how he's doing and all the things he's doing for Christ. And he's working on some new music too, so you get to hear that in the podcast coming up. But at the same time, you get to hear all the in-depth stories about the music that he's working on right now and all the great things that he's doing for the Christian community. And I want to let y'all know, hey, I want y'all to check out my guy, what's going on here in Omaha. This is for all my peoples in Omaha. Go support my man, my brother, Jeff Loveland. He's out there right now doing his thing. It's going on October the 8th, downtown Omaha. So come on out to that new facility that's downtown and hear Jeff preach and bring the Christian community together, man. This is a very, very powerful thing. So I'm so happy to be able to talk about what he's doing in the Christian community out there at the Gene Leahy Mall in downtown Omaha, faithfully united, along with Straight Talk. We're going to have ourselves a great time out there. So I want y'all to come support my brother, Jeffrey. I call him Jeff. Jeff Loveland. He's going to be doing some great things out there. So y'all look forward to that. And then also, hey, don't forget, tonight, you know, if you're free, sitting down there and you're like, oh, man, I forgot about it. It's going on right now. So come on out there and celebrate with us. The total experience, man. We got local artists coming in town who are going to be doing some great music. And then we're also going to feature great music from Casting Crowns, Kurt Franklin, and Mercy Me. So come on out there in downtown Papillion, right there at City Park. And City Park is where they host the Papillion Days. So it's a huge park. And we got the whole park to ourselves, man. So we want to bless and love on people in the name of Jesus. Give them some great gospel music and just send them off in the Sunday, right? Or then just help them get over a bad week or whatever it was. I mean, it was pretty cold up here in Omaha doing some time. So we want y'all to be able to come on out and enjoy that too. So come on down, enjoy yourself with us at the park. We're there for a good little while. So come on out and hang out with us. Now, I want to let y'all know, like I said, right now we're at the park. So we're live doing that thing over there. But here's what we're going to do going forward. We're going to talk about the business of God. And so I'm going to break this down. It's a huge topic and it covers so many different things. So starting next week, we're going to bring in guests for the next 3 weeks. We're going to talk about 3 different topics. We're going to talk about the marketing side of God's business. We're going to talk about the business side of God's business, and not just like the church business. We're talking about Christians who own businesses. They own businesses, and they want it, and it's just about helping them grow, getting that information out there for us as Christians to find these Christian businesses. And then also, you know, the other things that come with it, conferences, uniting the Christian community. That business is it's out there and it's going strong, but we have to find those things, and we want to be able to just bring out this stuff together here. So we're going to talk about those three different things: the marketing side, the business side, and also the conferences sides of God's business. So the business of God will be coming up as a series that we're going to do. 3 different topics, so we want to be able to dive into those really and help you all understand some things that's going on in the Christian community, so we can all grow together. Because if we don't know where the Christian businesses are, then how do we know we're supporting God's work? How do we know we're supporting people that has God's work? And speaking of Christian businesses, I want to bring in our new sponsors, Oracle Insurance Agency, and also Eagle Mortgage Company. Eagle Mortgage and Oracle are both Christian-based owned, and they're looking for people like you who are looking for things, want to buy a house. We have a Christian business for you, a Christian person who's running it, and it's all about uplifting Christ and helping you get into your home the right way. And then also an insurance company. You see all these other different agencies on TV, but this company here has someone who could be prayerful with you, wouldn't mind praying for you, the owner, as you guys work on whatever it is that you need to work on for your insurance, Oracle Insurance and Eagle Mortgage. So y'all go check them out, man, please, and thank them for supporting Straight Talk. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more Straight Talk with Apostle Nelson Williams, and we're going to dive into everything that we discussed with him, and we'll be right back with more Straight Talk right at these words from our sponsors.
When the phone rings, most of us answer the call. We get a text message, we answer the text. But what if God is calling you to ministry? Are you going to answer that call? At Central Christian College of the Bible in Moberly, Missouri, we exist for the sole purpose of helping people answer God's call. Since 1957, Central Christian has been preparing students for the pulpit, for the choir, for the mission field, and for the church. If God has placed a call in your heart, call us at 660-263-3900 or check us out online at cccb.edu.
Straight Talk with Riccardo Montgomery is taking 2022 by storm.
That's what makes this show great, because we talk about what's real.
Straight Talk is not afraid to take it to the next level by questioning everything in the Bible.
It's a very interesting question, and let me explain it to you this way.
With church leaders.
Preach reconnecting people to Christ.
Discussing real topics that we face daily.
You can't do that without asking a hard-hitting question, right?
You're right, fam. Give your faith walk a boost each Saturday at 6 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube.
Awesome program.
For the Straight Talk with Riccardo Montgomery.
You're listening to Straight Talk with your boy, Riccardo Montgomery. Don't worry. You ain't missed nothing. You just in a commercial break. We'll be right back with more Straight Talk in a minute.
First Start Academy and Needs 2 Child Care Center provides an environment that empowers all young minds to learn, grow, and develop while being in a nurturing environment. Needs 2 have children starting from the age of 6 weeks to 5 years old. First Start Academy also offers an after-school program from ages 6 to 12 years old. First Start Academy and Needs 2 Child Care Center supports, celebrates, and values each family served, and will always be committed to creating lifelong learners to discover their talents and abilities. If affordable, nurturing childcare is what you desire, contact one of our locations today. Call First Start Academy at 601-544-6443 or call Needs 2 Child Care Center at 601-582-2727. First Start Academy and Needs 2 Child Care Center, a nurturing environment, empowering young minds. Tired of seeing all the high prices? Well, help is around the corner. Abby's Corner. Named after Abby Whitford, Abby's Corner is a thrifty boutique in quaint downtown Papillion. Abby's Corner is a family-owned, and the friendly owners specialize in upscale ladies' fashion at thrift store prices. So come by 138 North Washington Street and enjoy a relaxed, homey, and artistic atmosphere that will make your shopping experience fun. Inventory at Abby's Corner changes almost daily, so you never know what you may find. And as an added bonus, Abby Corners donate to the local charities such as the Food Bank of the Heartland, the Bethlehem House, and Live On Nebraska. Abby's Corner can be found on Facebook at Live Like Abby Did, and on Instagram at Abby's Corner Papillion. So like and follow Abby's Corner, the cutest little thrifty boutique in downtown Papillion. Entrepreneurs want to sell more, build better relationships, and grow your bottom line? In today's competitive environment, businesses must attract more customers, generate new sales, and increase cash flow. Well, here's your solution. Try iTex. iTex is one of the largest cashless marketplaces in North America, generating over 250 million in transactions annually. Using iTex can generate new customers, new sales, and improve your bottom line. So visit itex.com and register now, or call 402-592-2918 for more information. iTex, changing people's lives, one barter at a time. Take the journey through the apocalypse where you are part of the story. Come on down to Signet, Iowa, and be a part of Highway to Hell, where they bring the book of Revelations to life. It all starts September the 30th, so get your tickets by going to highwaytohell-iowa.com. That's highwaytohell-iowa.com. Or you can call 712-302-4660. That number again is 712-302-4660. And experience what the apocalypse would look like.
Welcome back to the show, y'all. I told y'all he was coming on here. We got him right now all the way in South Korea hanging out with us. It's a 14-hour time difference, but he decided to hang out with us today. Apostle, Dr. Nelson Williams. Welcome to Straight Talk. Thank you for coming on with us.
Well, it's an honor to be on with you there, Mr. Montgomery, and not only that, being 14 hours now ahead of you, and just look at what technology can do. It's an awesome thing, and it's kind of about like when we look at the power of God. He's omnipresent. He's everywhere at one time, and so we're honored to be a part of your show.
We just happy to have you here. Now we're gonna talk about the music because you got new music out. We'll get to that in a second, but we're gonna just bring back our topic that we're discussing. And we're talking about, sometimes we're fighting God. A lot of times we just look at certain things, little sayings that people will say like, I don't have to go to church, or these other little different things that goes on. They kind of sometimes, we don't know it, but sometimes we do fight against what God has for us. So how do we battle this? How do we have this conversation to bring people back to, realizing like it's no need to fight God because it's a losing battle. It's God.
Absolutely, you never win that battle. And what we fail to realize, and is really something that you asked me that question, because many times what we fail to realize is the safest place to be is in the will of God. And it's such a powerful thing, because coming here to South Korea, a place that I had been before, but this particular time was different. When you're overseeing several churches and so forth, and then God asks you to come back to a country that's this far away, you got to know that you're in His will. And the safest place is to be in the will of God. And one thing about it also, it's about obedience. It's about being obedient to His will, His plan, and His way. And it's just like the children of Israel. God did not have to have them to walk around those walls for Him to knock them down. It was just about being obedient. And when we are obedient, God moves on our behalf in His will. And so that's an awesome thing. And I encourage everyone to stay in the will of God. Even when you can't trace Him, and all the time don't know where God is taking you, but you got to trust Him when you can't trace Him.
You said that right, because that sometimes obedience is the key here. We was discussing last week about our topic last week, and we was talking about the faith level and belief level. Before we get to those things, we was talking about how people use their prayers as wishes now. God bless me with this, bless me with that. If you do this, I'll do that. Those type of things. And you're right. When it comes down to the fight that we sometimes we put up, it is just in obedience. It's very key. Now let's talk about United for a Purpose. Your group. I mean, right now you're over in South Korea. You founded. You're the founder. You know, presiding prelay of Unity Christian Fellowship International Ministries Incorporated. And tell us, how did God get you to this point where you all this stuff that you have going on?
One thing that God taught me, Mr. Montgomery, is going through all this is how to balance, how to balance things in life, and to make sure you've got competent people around you. Because competent people, a lot of times they're the ones that kind of make you look good and help you to do and enable you to do what God has called you to do. And so I have a wonderful staff of bishops that work with us in the ministry, and also I came up as a young man playing music. I play bass guitar, and many years ago, I met Pastor John P. Key. Someone actually took me to meet him, and they heard me play, and they said, there's someone that I want you to meet. And I certainly humbly say that, because I believe that my entire life has been ordained by God. And so it was actually a brother by the name of Mr. Samuel Obie, used to be Shirley Caesar's organ player. And so he took me to see Pastor John P. Key. And after that, John took me on the road with him, and I toured with him back in the day. If you have like the Lily in the Valley CD, you'll see my name on that one, playing bass and so forth, along with a few other musicians. And so that's kind of how I got started out there. And then from there, toured with New Jersey Mass Choir, and then also worked with a group here in South Korea called Heritage of Faith. They were signed by Sony Records, and then Sony actually sent me a contract as well to write for them as I was working with this particular group. And later on in our conference, we used to have what is called conference is also called United for Purpose. We had our praise team to come up, and so I decided to record them, and so we recorded our first project in 2009, and things kind of went from there once we recorded that freshman project, and then we later recorded a project that you hear now. The first one was Sacrifice of Praise, and then this particular project is One Sound, and I think the song that they're playing off that particular project right now is All the Way, a song written by myself and my daughter, Angel Williams.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about All the Way. How did the Lord bless you with that? Because you get to hear that on the podcast right here after the show. You get to hear the song on the podcast. So get the podcast. Podcast comes on right after the show. You get a chance to listen to the that song All the Way. So tell us how the Lord bless you with that song.
It's funny because it kind of goes along with your subject today, because many times we see so many people start with God, and then they fall away for whatever reason in life. And you see, their lifestyles and their social media posts, and it's evident that they walked away from God. And this song was written to encourage many out there to go all the way with God and don't quit, because in the end, you will be glad that you did. As Galatians 6:9 says, don't be weary in well doing, but in due season we shall reap if we faint not. So go all the way with God. And that's kind of where that song was written from.
All right, sir. It's such a great song, and I know you're a busy man, but how South Korea from the United States? Tell us a little bit about your background. Well, where's your hometown? Where's the apostle from?
My hometown is Fayetteville, North Carolina, and that's where I kind of got my start in music and so forth, and a lot of fine musicians there in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and so that's where we're from. And I'm also I'm a leader and a manager within the federal government, and so doing all that at the same time. And but that's kind of where my roots are in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and then the ministry actually started in South Korea. I came to South Korea for the first time in 1995, and pastored a church here in South Korea, and we were able to bring many folks came to South Korea to be a part of what we were doing while we were here. Rance Allen came, the late Rance Allen, is a good friend of mine. Marvin Sapp, the late Dorinda, Bernice Pace, Dorinda Clark, she came over. And at the time, Tone, he came. We had Douglas Miller, Timothy Wright. So quite a few folks came over and hung out with us, and it was a blessing to the people while I was here. And it has just kind of catapulted from there. And then later on last year, God I spoke to several people and myself, and they were coming to me as well and saying, "Hey, God is saying for you to go back to South Korea one more time." And so here we are. And so the organization is based out of Virginia, Woodbridge, Virginia is where our headquarters church is. The first presiding bishop who works underneath myself came over from Oklahoma and to take the church while I am here in South Korea. And so everything's still going real well. We have several churches throughout the United States and Germany. And once again, that was something that was birthed right here in South Korea. And it's been moving ever since. And we've just try to make sure that we represent God well, and we've been going around helping pastors and leaders enable ministry, and that's what we do. We enable ministry. Whatever vision that God has given that leader, we come alongside them and enable that ministry, help them do what God has called them to do. And all the churches that have come on board, that's what we've done. And it's a blessing, and I have a very good executive staff, and they help me continue to lead while I'm here in South Korea.
Well, that's a blessing, man. You're only as good as your staff is. I tell you,
Absolutely
man.
right.
I can tell you that just by doing this show. You're only as good as your staff. But Apostle, now I'm not gonna let you slide by. Because you probably the reason why a lot of people done sweated their hair out in church with that Lily in the Valley album, with that riff, that bass. I know you had that riff going. Now, how much fun was that? Like, when you, like, as a musician, especially you on the bass, and you just know, like, okay, I got them now. I'm gonna go take them to there. I'm gonna go and take them there right now. How does that feel? I just gotta get that out, man.
Well, see, you're trying to prolong the show now. Well, I'm a head bobber, and I love the funky, bass, type. And when John brought me on, he was at our conference that we had virtually last year because of COVID. And he began to say, he said, because I play left-handed, and he said, Apostle Williams was one of the funkiest left-hand bass players I've heard. So I brought him, on tour with me. But I love, and you're right. When I get in that pocket, and I've got a good drummer, and we have a lot of good drummers, and And for those that know John P. Key, is he keeps a funky band, and and so we always knew when we had him. Our problem was ending the song. So
because
we
you couldn't stop it.
We couldn't stop.
That's the good thing about great musicians, because once they know, it's hard for them to cut it out, because now it's just like you got the spirit too, like you just in it too, like we can't, it just can't stop, it just won't stop. Well,
absolutely.
Apostle, man, we thank you so much for coming on the show, for taking time out your busy schedule. I heard your phone or your computer going off while you was doing this interview, so I know you got a lot going on. So we appreciate you taking time out your busy schedule to come hang out with us. And I had to ask you that question because we're holding our concert, local concert with our local musicians here soon. So this week rather, and so I just wanted to get your take. So when they get to go back and listen to the show, they can hear musicians say that sometimes we just know when we got you, and we just hold on there.
That's it. And, hey, Mr. Montgomery, my brother, you might know our executive producer. Well, I was the executive producer on the project, but the producer was Cedric Thompson. You might know him.
Yeah.
Grammy Award winner and a dear friend of mine, and he did a great job on the project. And you can get it on pretty much all major outlets. They can get the project, of course, iTunes and Spotify, YouTube, and so forth. And also, if anybody want to check out the ministry, you can go on ucfiglobal.org. That's ucfiglobal.org, which stands for Unity Christian Fellowship International Ministries. And we're just excited about it. In fact, we have our Pastors and Leaders Summit that I'll be flying back for here in October in Myrtle Beach. And so we're excited about it. And I am so humbled and blessed just to be a part of your show. Heard a lot of good things about you. And it's a blessing to be on this marvelous platform that you have here, where you're impacting so many across the world.
Thank you so much, Pastor. That means a lot coming for you, because I know what God is doing, and I try to get out the way. I try not to fight him, because I know I can't win that fight. I just try to get out the way. But I appreciate that. I love bringing up topics that really can help grow the Christian community, to be able to kind of give their voice and see what's and get an understanding a little bit better, so they can keep going forward in what God has for them. Well, last thing before you go, now are you singing on this album? Are you singing on this, or you just playing the bass?
I'm playing on one of the songs. Is called, and you're gonna have to. This is when I'm gonna send you another version of it. It's called "Be Ready." And it's funny you said that, because since I've been in South Korea, we've gone back in the studio, and John P. Key and Joanne Rosario have come alongside us, and along with my daughter, and sung on this particular single, "Be Ready." That's the song I'm playing on the project, and you got to hear it. I'm about to send you an under table copy, and because we're doing some legal work right now on it, but we're gonna do that, and then there's a song I'm singing on, and just you know it's me when you hook up on it, and it's called "Rain Down on Me."
All right.
It's on the project, so you might want to spin that for them, a little bit when you get a chance there. But it's called "Rain Down on Me." But I preach a little bit on that too as I'm singing. So
we'll take it. We'll take it.
I think you like it.
Well, hey, everybody out there, y'all heard him say that. Y'all don't ask me, could you get that "Be Ready"? Don't ask, because it ain't ready yet. It's only for me. But Apostle, man, thank you so much for coming on the show, man. We really appreciate it. And everybody out there watching the show, go get to the podcast now. You can hear the song. The song that's out right now. It's All the Way.
All
it's
the
out
way.
there.
Yeah.
Out there right now. So that's gonna be on the podcast, and we may get the other one out there. We'll get you time. I want y'all to get this all the way, and it's available everywhere you get your music. Stream it on all platforms, so go check those out. But go check the Straight Talk podcast out so you can hear it first. Then you go put it in your playlist and let everybody know where you heard that song from. Apostle, man, thank you so much. Any last words for everybody out there?
Hey, I just tell everybody to go out and get the project. It's called One Sound, and you can get it on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube. Go out there and get it. I guarantee you will enjoy the project, and it's first class. God bless you all. We love you, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.
That's it, y'all. We'll be right back with more Straight Talk right after these words from our sponsors. All right, Apostle, that's it.
Amen.
Tired of seeing all the high prices? Well, help is around the corner. Abby's Corner. Named after Abby Whitford, Abby's Corner is a thrifty boutique in quaint downtown Papillion. Abby's Corner is a family-owned, and the friendly owners specialize in upscale ladies' fashion at thrift store prices. So come by 138 North Washington Street and enjoy a relaxed, homey, and artistic atmosphere that will make your shopping experience fun. Inventory at Abby's Corner changes almost daily, so you never know what you may find. And as an added bonus, Abby Corners donate to the local charities such as the Food Bank of the Heartland, the Bethlehem House, and Live On Nebraska. Abby's Corner can be found on Facebook at Live Like Abby Did and on Instagram at Abby's Corner Papillion. So like and follow Abby's Corner, the cutest little thrifty boutique in downtown Papillion. First Start Academy and Needs 2 Child Care Center provides an environment that empowers all young minds to learn, grow, and develop while being in a nurturing environment. Needs 2 have children starting from the age of 6 weeks to 5 years old. First Start Academy also offers an after-school program from ages 6 to 12 years old. First Start Academy and Needs 2 Child Care Center supports, celebrates, and values each family served and will always be committed to creating lifelong learners to discover their talents and abilities. If affordable, nurturing child care is what you desire, contact one of our locations today. Call First Start Academy at 601-544-6443 or call Needs 2 Child Care Center at 601-582-2727. First Start Academy and Needs 2 Child Care Center, a nurturing environment, empowering young minds.
Tell us what's your favorite out of the whole album.
Now, the song I grew up with was come on, I know it's in my head.
Come on, Holy Ghost.
The one you sang, the one you started out with saying that you didn't think church.
No, the one we sing in church all the time.
Miracle.
Miracle. That's it. Yeah. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. That's it. That's the song. Now that one, I just thought you had to start church no matter what, because that's how you started church. I ain't know nothing else. They was in there. Everybody saying, I'm like, this guy. My wife listened to it last night. I'm in there just singing away, and she like, how did you sing in sleep? And I'm like, you gonna put it on? I know that song. I grew up with that song.
When the phone rings, most of us answer the call. We get a text message, we answer the text. But what if God is calling you to ministry? Are you going to answer that call? At Central Christian College of the Bible in Moberly, Missouri, we exist for the sole purpose of helping people answer God's call. Since 1957, Central Christian has been preparing students for the pulpit, for the choir, for the mission field, and for the church. If God has placed a call in your heart, call us at 660-263-3900 or check us out online at cccb.edu.
Entrepreneurs want to sell more, build better relationships, and grow your bottom line? In today's competitive environment, businesses must attract more customers, generate new sales, and increase cash flow. Well, here's your solution. Try iTex. iTex is one of the largest cashless marketplaces in North America, generating over 250 million in transactions annually. Using iTex can generate new customers, new sales, and improve your bottom line. So visit itex.com and register now, or call 402-592-2918 for more information. iTex, changing people's lives, one barter at a time. Hey everybody, what's going on? It's your boy Riccardo Montgomery, the host of Straight Talk with Riccardo Montgomery. I hope you stop by our YouTube channel and subscribe, like. We're doing some amazing things through that show. But
I want to let y'all know this is the third time, and it's the last one for the year, of our Gospel Music Showcase. It's going to be at City Park in Papillion, Nebraska on Saturday, September 24th. So if you want to come out and enjoy a great time in gospel music starting at 6 o'clock, come on out and sit down and enjoy. We're going to have some food and some drinks out there waiting for you. So just come on out and enjoy yourself. We're going to have some great local artists that's going to come out and perform. Then we're going to hear some music from great artists like Casting Crowns, Mercy Me, and Kurt Franklin. So it's put on by First Student. They're helping us out, along with all our other sponsors, Eagle Mortgage, Oracle Insurance Agency, iTex, Abby's Corner, and Divine Truth Christian Bookstore. So come on out, and all our other supporters with all our different churches, Reality Church, Southwest Church of the Nazarene. Look, we are doing some amazing things here in our community. So y'all just come on out, man. Let those churches know that they're being a part of some amazing things in their community. And we just want to love on you and just let you know that Christ got you no matter what you're dealing with. So come on out to the Love Thy Neighbor Gospel Music Showcase on Saturday, September 24th in Papillion at City Park. We'll see you there. Take the journey through the apocalypse where you are part of the story. Come on down to Signey, Iowa and be a part of Highway to Hell, where they bring the book of Revelations to life. It all starts September the 30th, so get your tickets by going to highwaytohell-iowa.com. That's highwaytohell-iowa.com. Or you can call 712-302-4660. That number again is 712-302-4660. And experience what the apocalypse will look like.
Welcome back to the show, y'all, as we get ready to wrap up again. Come on out and enjoy some time, man. Oh, and go get that new music on the podcast. The podcast is available right after the show. So y'all go get that new music from him. Listen to that music from Pastor Nelson and enjoy yourself, man. I hope y'all had a blessed time, man. And, you know, I wish we was live. I wish we was back in Divine Truth Christian Bookstore, but God called us to do something different. So we're out here spreading the gospel, loving on people, man. Remind them that God loves them just like he loves you. And so y'all get ready to go to church on tomorrow, on Sunday, or whenever day. And you can just sit here and have church with me, your boy, Riccardo Montgomery, right here on Straight Talk, every Saturday at 6 o'clock. So I look forward to having you guys. We'll be back with that topic, the business of God, next week, right here on Straight Talk. So until then, y'all be blessed. Enjoy yourself. Peace.
Come on, relax and just enjoy the show. Got you here on Straight, gonna be